Inter Milan against Real Madrid. That's Wednesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, Paramount Plus, CBS Sports. Carlo Ancelotti is third in the list of all-time Champions League managerial appearances, 166 behind Sir Alex Ferguson and the every 2 year World Cup Arsene Wenger. We won't get into that one. But this is a big one. It's a very big one. Real Madrid making their 25th successive appearance, most ever in the Champions League. Jimmy, let's go straight away with those betting tips.
Yeah, with regard to this game, it's kind of a coin flip. Obviously, these two teams played in the group stages last time around, and they're kind of coming in somewhat similar in the first half, where this past weekend, where they were down or they were giving up leads or whatever, facing some adversity. And Sampdoria got the 2-2 draw with Inter, and then Real Madrid went on and smashed Celta Vigo 5-2, scoring 4 goals in the second half. Karim Benzema is an absolute beast, by the way. So with regard to this one, I kind of like the draw. I think that Simone Inzaghi in his first foray into the Champions League with Inter, even though they're at home, I feel like this is going to be a real test for them in a way that they haven't been tested. That said, I do want to throw out there that there's no Toni Kroos, no Gareth Bale, no Marcelo, not that matters so much, no David Alaba most likely. So there are a couple pieces that they're missing. Now, Valverde will probably step in. Vinicius Jr. is taking big steps. So just some things to take into consideration. And the draw right now is plus 250. It's a bit of a coin flip, plus 145 for Inter to win straight up and plus 180 for Madrid to win straight up. The over is minus 130. The under is plus 100. I honestly could see a 1-1 here and everybody being like, all right, let's just move on to match day 2, you know? So these two teams are I think, the two favorites to get out of this group. And with all due respect to the other competitors happening here, it's just a matter where I think you can get some goals. Karim Benzema to score any times, plus 110. Him to score first is plus 350. But I really like the draw on this one. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but if you have any particular angles, I can look it up for you real quick.
Yeah, the thing that I feel with this is it's just so difficult to judge Inter at this moment in time, because I expected them to struggle at the beginning of the season, and then I looked at their first couple of performances in Serie A and I thought, well, you know what, it's not so bad. You know, they've actually moved quite well in the transfer market and they're looking decent on the pitch. And then obviously they've had their first setback this weekend in Serie A, just coming into this one. Real Madrid as well, you know, another team in transition. You know, the fans are going to be boosted, you know, by the fact that Tebas is now almost kind of like alluding to a promise that Mbappe and Haaland will play for Real Madrid as of next season. So there'll be a feeling of sort of, you know, we'll try and make the best of this season before the big guns come in and join us. You know, we'll see how that one actually pans out. But I think you're right. You know, there's enough sort of absences on the Real side, you know, to say that they're depleted and, you know, coming into up against a much changed Inter from the one that they faced last season. You know, it wouldn't surprise me to see the draw either, to be perfectly honest. But for me, I'm really keen now to see, you know, sort of what this Inter side is made of, considering the changes that were made over the summer.
Yeah, Inter Milan's last victory against the Spanish side, by the way, in the Champions League was back in 2010 when they beat Barcelona 3-1 at the San Siro. They've lost the last 4 of the 5 against Real Madrid. So should be intriguing here. And again, of course, as Jimmy mentioned as well, you know, another repeat because of this is what happened last season. All right, so finally, just very quickly, what's your final score, Jimmy Conrad, on this one? What are you sticking with the draw? I feel a high-scoring draw, though. 2-all?
Yeah, I might go 2-all on this one, and I say that because Los Blancos, Real Madrid, beat Inter home and away last season in the group stages, so they have a little bit of that familiarity with, hey, we're familiar with beating these guys in their home field at San Siro. And also this particular season, I feel like Madrid have been superb in the final third. They've scored 13 goals in their 4 matches in La Liga. So I just feel like there's going to be some goals in this one. And as we saw this past weekend, you can get at Inter's defense. Bastoni's not available either, their young center back. So that's going to be, DeMarco comes in for him, and he scored a fantastic free kick against Sampdoria. But I don't know if he's the same type of defender as Bastoni. So I think there's some spaces that Real Madrid can exploit. Eden Hazard should get the start, so we'll see if he can kind of step up his game in this Champions League campaign. So there's a lot of questions to JJ's point from both teams, and now we just want to see some answers. And I think it's going to be a good game. So I'll move it from a 1-1 to a 2-2.